Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to a brand new channel, Red Robot Productions. Yeah, I've been wanting to do YouTube for probably 2 years now, and I've just been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So I just thought, hell, let's just give it a go and see where it runs. I'm not really sure what this channel is going to be primarily because I'm into so many things. As you can see, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm a huge anime fan, I love music, I love films, I love gaming, I go to a lot of gigs. I'm just into all sorts of things, so there's a lot of things I would want to do with this channel. Whether I get a chance to do them or can do them is another thing, but definitely going to give it a go. So as you can see, this first video is going to be a deck profile. My favourite deck, actually, my first and favourite deck is Frog Monarchs. I'm very anti-meta. Anti-meta man. Maybe that could be my nickname. I hate running decks that everybody runs. I hate BA, Necros, Cleaves. Which is quite funny as I say that because I'm currently watching the 150th Yu-Gi-Oh! Championships, and in the top 4 there's 3 Necros players, but I like to run fun decks and this is huge fun, so let's jump into it. So for my Frog engine I run 1 Running Totem because I like to banish and get out to summon a strong monster. Dupe Frog to get to my Swap Frog, and it's got 2000, well they both got 2000 defense, so they're good defenders. 2 Treeborn, 3 Stu Clogger, and 1's not enough. If you have 1 in grave and he gets banished, then you're sort of screwed. And then 3 of the best, the Swap Frog. The frog that thins out your deck, helps you get to your bigger monsters, just basically helps make all the plays happen. Have to run that at 3 if you're running this deck, in my opinion. What else we got? Right, hand traps. I run 2 Veilers because Veiler is awesome in this meta. Slowing somebody down even for 1 turn can really help you, and it's also a tuner. I run Synchros in this deck, so a lot of times I will normal summon that just to get into a Synchro play. Love Veiler. I run 3 Fader. It's a really good you can pull off some good combos with this. I also run fusion monsters, and at locals a few times I've normal summoned this and used Mass Change 2 to get to Dark Lore. But if you wake up with this in your hand and this in your hand, you can play that, send your Treeborn to the graveyard, bounce that back to your hand, and if you've got that in your hand, you know that you're not going to be OTK'd the next turn. Then you get a monster on deck, bring your Treeborn back the next turn too, and you can go straight into a level 2 a level 1 XYZ, sorry. I love Battle Fader. Battle Fader's great. And I run 2 Goes. A lot of people either love or hate this card. They either love it and play it at 3, or hate it and leave it at 1. I really like Goes, but 2 just seems to work for me. So I've never felt the need to bump it up or bring it down, so I'm just going to leave it how it is for now because, like I say, it works for me. Oh, that's it for the hand traps. Used to run Ghost Tricks, but not anymore because I needed to make room. I run 1 Gloat Bulb because it's my favourite tuner monster. It's so easy to get out with the Mathematician, the 1-for-1, Foolish Burial. Once it's in the graveyard, it's obviously bring it out for a Synchro Summon, or my favourite play with it is the 1-for-1. Send a frog to my graveyard, get this on the deck, use it for Synchro Summon, bring it from the graveyard, use it for another Synchro Summon. I really like Gloat Bulb. And then Mathematician, like I said, you can use it to send this to the grave, or if you've got a Treeborn in, if you haven't, you can use it to send your Treeborn to the grave, or you can use it to send a higher monster to the graveyard and use a Herald of Pure Light to bring it back out. And it also gets to draw a card when it's destroyed, which is great because we love to draw cards. Level 6s, I run 1 Jinzo because back row is becoming more and more popular. I seem to see a lot more decks that run heavy back row. People like to run 3 Mirror Force, Fiendish, just all sorts. So I like to get this on deck. I then like to bring out my Treeborn, use Mass Hero, and bring out Mass Hero Acid to clear the back row. And if this is already up on the deck, they can't answer back. Love Jinzo, really love Jinzo. And it looks pretty cool. Look at that, that is badass. Monarchs, I run 3 Caius because Caius is the best. I used to run 3 Caius and 3 Riser. I then bumped it down to 2 Riser, and now I don't play any Riser because in this meta I don't think it really helps that much. And Caius is great because it gets to banish, and it can banish itself a game. It's really good against BAs, it's good against Shadows. Banishing monsters is really good, so we love Caius. And then my MVP is Vanity's Fiend 3-off, because who the hell doesn't special summon these days? I played Necros at a locals a couple of weeks ago, and last time I remember playing them was at a regionals. I woke up with his first turn. I had Swap Frog and Dupe, I think. I special summoned Swap Frog, put Ronin in the grave, banished Dupe, summon Vanities, and he literally sat there, had no answer for me, and he just lost. Woke up with it mid to late game, round 2, and it just stalled him enough for me to get my big guys out, and it's just awesome. I love Vanities. A lot of people like to run Majesty's side with it, but I don't like not being able to use my monster's effects, so I stick with Vanities. I run 1 Mobius, used to run 2, but I needed to make space. I love Mobius. If you've got Treeborn in your grave, you're always going to have a water type monster on deck, and if you use a water monster to tribute with this, your opponent can you can pop 3 back row and your opponent can't activate in response, so Mobius is great. I then run 2 Light and Darkness. I used to run 3, but it was getting a bit cloggy, but I do love this card. It gets your opponent to use all the components, it stalls them, it's awesome against Necros. It's a really good card. Making your opponent use their components and getting them to give up stuff is awesome. And when it gets destroyed, you get to bring a monster back from the grave. So if you've got a strong monster in there, such as your Mobius, you just bring him back, and it's awesome. Spells, I play a Foolish, obviously, obvious reasons, get Treeborn in, or get in Gloat Bulb, like I said earlier. So I love Foolish. 1 for 1 as well, because I like to send a Frog to my grave and then bring out Gloat Bulb to Synchro. 1 Dark Hole, because I don't yet have a Raigeki. As soon as I get a Raigeki, I will swap them out. Don't think I'll play both, but we'll see. Destroying all monsters is great, so 2 Mass Change 2, because, like I said, this deck very much used to be 1 for 1, but now in this meta you need to get monsters out as quick as you can. What with people still playing stuff like Clay, and just how easy people can swarm the field. You've got your Senjus, Tellarknights, so you need to get your guys on the field too. I run 2 Pot Dualities. This is good if you open up with it early game. Mid to late game, if you've got a Treeborn in grave, you have to decide if you want to bring that out or use this. So, I don't know, maybe bump it down to 1. It works at 2 for me, so we'll see for now. 2 enemy controllers, because bringing out your Treeborn and tributing it to take their monster, then bringing back out your Treeborn and tributing for one of your monsters, and then beating for both is awesome. Anytime you can use your opponent's monster is fantastic. Which brings me nicely onto 2 Soul Exchanges, 3 Monarch Stormforth, because like I said, tributing your opponent's monsters for your benefit is fantastic, especially when they over push and overextend, sorry, and bring out the big guns first turn, and then you just go, oh, see ya. So yeah, love that. The only other card that I play that I've not yet got, traded for recently, but I'm just waiting for it to come in the post, is Blackluster Soldier. I play a lot of dark monsters obviously and a few lights, so it's quite easy to meet the requirements to special summon. And BLS is great because it can attack numerous times or it can banish, so we like that. So extra deck, level 1s. I love Lionheart. Lionheart is fantastic if you can get him. A hell of a lot of people struggle with Slacker Magician, and Ghost Trick is awesome. Just really, really awesome cards. I run Gadget and Herald. I used to run 2 of this. I've recently been testing out Cat Shark, which works nicely. But I'm undecided yet. I might pop this back up to 2. And this is great because it helps you get back out your Vanities, your Light and Darkness. Really good card. I know a lot of people that run this at 2, but I like it at 1, so I leave it at 1. 2 rank 6s, Photon Strike and Gauntlet Launcher, because everybody's monster's got effects these days, so if you can delay that and make them take 1,000, it's awesome. And Gauntlet Launcher because it can help get rid of problem monsters, and you can use it to twice per turn and then attack for 2,400, which is fantastic. Fusion monsters, Dark Law, Mass Hero Anchor, and I have Mask Hero Acid on its way too. As I just said earlier, Mass Hero Acid is great. Mass Hero Dark Law, this works really well against BAs. I played a BA player at Locals a couple of weeks back and just getting rid of all of his monsters. Obviously they don't get their effects, it's brilliant. Plus I like to get this out. I've used Battle Fader to normal summon, then use Mass Change 2 to get Mass Hero Dark Law out. Attack, and use your other Mass Change 2 to get rid of that, and attack for game. So you're getting like over 5,000 points worth of damage there. And that can attack directly if you wanted to. So we like that. And then Synchro Monsters, I have Black Rose Dragon, Crimson Blader, and Stardust. I also I've been testing 2 monsters, Clear Synchro Dragon, I believe is its name, and Scrap Dragon. I'm undecided which one I'm going to play yet, because Clear Synchro is just awesome. I think I'm probably going to end up going with that one. I also run 1 Leo, not got that yet, but I love Synchro Summoning, it's really cool. These Black Rose obviously helps with people that are overextended or got a massive field, and they're all really easy monsters to get out. That's like 1 level 6 and your Glow Bulb or an Effect Veiler, you know, they're all not difficult monsters to get out and they're really effective, so we like them. Side deck is very much local specific. I mean, I run 1 Torrential because we have a lot of essential players at my locals. Might change it to Mirror Force, I'll have to see. Vanities, just because it backs up the whole Vanities Fiends and they can't special summon, and if people can't special summon these days, it hurts them. 2 Light Imprisoning, because Satella Knights are getting popular again. Shadow Imprison, because Shadows, BAs, these cards help against a lot of decks. I like these cards, really cool. I run 3 MST. I don't main deck this because I don't feel the need to. Now Vanities is at 1, you know, I can deal with problem cards with Mass Hero Acid, Jinzo, Mobius, Light and Darkness, so it just makes room for other cards, but as you can side them in if I need to. Caius and another Mobius, because Caius is awesome against BA and Mobius is good against Back Rows again. Feng Shui, again, traps, it's great to set, people attack into, and then you say, see you later back row. And then to End of Anubis, because a lot of decks these days target the graveyard or activate in the graveyard. So yeah, that's my Frog Monarchs, guys. Sorry if it's been a bit long-winded and a bit, like, I don't know, long. It is my first video. Like I said, I'm new to YouTube. So I don't really know where this channel's going to go, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to drop me some comments, drop me some hints, tips for people, you know, that you would like to see. I know there's a few channels that I like to watch that hopefully I can not copy their content, but be as entertaining as them eventually. I suppose everyone's got to start somewhere. I think I'm going to do some box openings next week. I'm definitely going to do some gaming footage. I'm on Dev Pro a lot. Definitely going to do some stuff when the new Madden game comes out. So yeah, if you guys want to say anything in particular, just let me know and I will do it, because like I say, I'm going to try and make a thing of this. I don't know how often videos are going to come on, but hopefully as often as I can. So thanks guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, cool. Anti-Meta Man out.